Welcome to the first video of Opening Eyes YouTube channel, where we're going to be using gematria, which is a Hebrew practice to see through this fabricated world, especially the sports world. Once you see this world for what it truly is, you'll understand that all this can stop if we all become aware, and then we can truly see this world for what it's supposed to be. And I'm going to read a few paragraphs, in case you're not familiar with the work of gematria, from the book that I learned this from. The first book is Letters and Numbers by Zachary K. Hubbard. In Kabbalah, the central belief is God created the world with language by combining the number with the letter with the word. This is expressed in the foundational text of Kabbalah, or the Sefer Yetzirah. Sorry if I butchered that. Or in English, the Book of Formation. In its opening paragraph, it states, in reference of God creating the world, he creates his universe by three forms of expressions: numbers, letters, and words. This belief about creation from the Book of Formation is in line with the beginning of the Holy Bible, which begins with Genesis, where God speaks the world into existence over the course of 6 numbered days, before resting on the 7th day and making it holy. If you have not read the story of creation from Genesis, God begins each day by making a verbal command, and God said, then bringing something new into the world, from light to water to land to stars to the sun and the moon, to plant life, to living creatures, etc., before concluding with his last creation, mankind, who is brought into existence into the 26th verse of the Bible on the 6th day, and both of those numbers for very specific reasons we will reveal. But how interesting that there's 26 letters in the alphabet, and man was introduced in the 26th verse. And then this next paragraph is going to be from another book called Number Games, 9/11 to Coronavirus. This book is also by Zachary K. Hubbard. And basically, just another little dive into the work of gematria and Kabbalah. In Kabbalah, the practice of coding numbers into words is known as gematria, meaning gematria in language. Gematria is very popular in Hebrew studies and in ancient Greek studies, where it is known as isopsephy. If you are familiar with Revelation 13:18 from the concluding book of the Holy Bible, it is a Greek isopsephy riddle. In the NIV Bible, the verse reads, this calls for wisdom. Let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. That number is 666. In this chapter, we will uncover that wisdom, and in the chapters ahead, we will use it to understand who the Cabal is, for what purpose they are working towards, and why they have encoded the number 666 into the world-changing events, including 9/11, 2001, and then that little cough thing going around in 2020, and as well as smaller but related rituals, including the premature death of basketball superstar Kobe Bryant, which is exactly what we're going to actually be talking about today. And then this next paragraph is actually from the page before this, 2 pages before this, and it's about 77. And then we're also going to be talking about Tom Brady today. So I just thought this was a very important and very interesting, because he became the Patriots quarterback right after 9/11, and he has a lot to do with the number 77. He was born in 1977. So anyways, should you read this book? If you think it is interesting that on 9/11, September 11, 2001, Flight 77 reportedly hit the 77-foot tall Pentagon in Washington, D.C. on the 77th meridian west after taking off at 8:20 a.m. and crashing at 9:37 a.m. 77 minutes later, then this book is for you. Furthermore, if you can comprehend that there is a code of numbers behind the letters of the English language, as simple as A, B, C is 1, 2, 3, and using this code reveals that phrases and names such as September 11th, World Trade Center, and Order from Chaos all equal 77. This book is definitely for you. And please know, these are all facts, just the same as it is a fact that the Pentagon construction began on 9/11/1941, just prior to Pearl Harbor. Alright, so got that out the way. Alright, and unfortunately I actually just finished this whole presentation, but before I actually press finished, my computer decided to do the little blue screen bullshit. So here I am again at the beginning. Apologize for my tone to whomever is well, obviously everybody that's watching this video is hearing me now. Yeah, I'm a little irked, but let's go ahead and hop into this. I'm gonna try to do it a whole lot quicker because I feel like I took a lot of time. It was also my first time ever doing a video like this, but let's go ahead and jump into it. So what is 74? It's my Super Bowl 56 decode and the NFL script revealed. Basically, as I said in the introduction, Edgar K. Hubbard's books, Letters and Numbers. You can go download those for free at his Patreon, and that is going to be I can't remember exactly what his Patreon is, but just look up Zachary K. Hubbard on Google. You should definitely be able to find him, or you can go to patreon.com and type in Zachary K. Hubbard. But actually, I think that's what his Patreon is, Zachary K. Hubbard, his name. But I believe Super Bowl 56 and Super Bowl 55 are for the departure of the football GOAT, who is Tom Brady. His birthday is written August 3rd, written 8/3, like the word football equals 8/3. See, football equals 83. F6O15 T20 B2 A or A1. I'm sorry. And then L12 equals 83 in English. And that is Tom Brady's birthday. If you don't know, look it up. Or I guess I could show you as well. Tom Brady, born August 3rd, 1977, 44 years old. How many of y'all? Boy, that man's 44 years old out there. That's crazy. I'm going to try to make this as clear as possible while also explaining how this thought process came about. Basically, I think this is a big old circle ritual throughout all these spans that you're going to see. You're going to see a whole lot of pi, like 3.14 right here. I'm sorry, wow, computer's glitching real bad now. But anyways, 3.14 is pi. When you write out the circumference of a circle, or I'm sorry, circumference of circle. Oh, I'm sorry, you can find the circumference of a circle when using pi. But when you write out circumference of circle, it equals 227. And then when you write out 22 divided by 7, it equals 3.14. I am sorry, the Bay Buccaneers. But anyhow, Tom Brady has a whole bunch of 126 connections. He has a whole bunch of things that are even 126 that happened in his career, not to mention the sacrifice of Kobe and a whole bunch of other people in the helicopter. So all these, when you write them out, equal 126. I can go show you. Here, Tom Brady Jr. $126. Yeah, I'll do the big ones. So Tom Brady Jr. That's in September. Yeah, we'll do this one. The country of a rising sun, if we're in the United States, which is basically ruled by Christianity, which is a sun cult, which is, so, what I'm saying, we're pretty much the country of a rising sun. 126, twice. And you write out September 9, 2000, or I'm sorry, September 11, 2001. Equals 126. And then 360. There's 360 degrees in the circle. And remember, Tom Brady started his career right after 9/11, after the Patriot Act, which we're fixing to get into. Jesuit order equals 144. Basically, we're going to explain how Tom Brady's career is coming around full circle. Tom Brady was born in 1977 on August 3rd. He was the 199th pick of the 2000 draft. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady equals 1099 in Satanic and 77 in Chaldean. Just that one way, he has both of those in him, in his both of those in his name. Anyhow, he was drafted by the New England Patriots. The 9/11 attack on the World Trade Center occurred then 12 days later. I don't know why I wrote that shit like that. His starting quarterback, Bledsoe, took a hit while playing the Jets. Alright, hold on. Let's clean that up. Starting went down, and number 12 Brady came in versus the Jets. Holy shit, that's so much better. I think 9/11, like 2 Jets hit the planes, so it's crazy. He's playing against the Jets. It's the first time he ever comes in the game. And then on that year, after 9/11, or actually a couple, like the month later, on 10/26, October 26, like 1/26, like 126, they made, or they passed the Patriot Act. So you see how Tom Brady already had a 126 before Kobe ever even died on a 126? Like, but not to mention, actually, I want to say, I'm lying. I wonder what was going on with Kobe in 2001, because I want to say the Lakers got them a damn championship. Man, that's interesting. Man, that's interesting. I want to say Shaquille O'Neal equals 74. Yeah, Tom Brady's losing. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even have this in the last video that was recording. Yep, and the 227. Wow. 22 divided by 7. When you put that in the calculator, you get 3.14. Circumference of a circle, or the circumference of circle, it equals 227. Not to mention Shaquille O'Neal, who won the MVP the year 9/11, equals 74. Same year Brady becomes, or rises to stardom. Wow. And from the Patriot Act all the way to Kobe's death is 6,666 days. And that's pretty crazy right there. And the Patriot Act had the numerology of 37 and 12, and Super Bowl 56 has numerology of 37 and 12. And if I'm correct, Brady loses in the Super Bowl, that's going to be his playoff record. It will be 37 and 12. I want to say, because he's on 34. He got his 35th. He got his 36th. Yes. If he makes it to Super Bowl and loses, he'll be 37 and 12, which is also a prime relationship. Of course, he would get the 12th prime relationship, or the 37 and 12 prime relationship pair, because he is number 12. Go back to the point, worst team Patriots, because the best team after the Patriot Act on 12/6, and then now I'm going to explain how the hell Brady is going crazy after this other 1/26 date. So pretty much 2020 comes around and just a whole bunch of crazy shit happens. Start off the year with Kobe dying, and the rest is pretty much history from there. Because Tom Brady announced he was leaving the Patriots on 3/16, 2020, and that date is like written 3/16, like 316, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers equal 316. A lot of people made a lot of money, um, like betting that Tom Brady was gonna go to the Bucks. I wish I'd have been on it back then, but I was just learning about this. Kobe's video was one of the first ones I ever watched. But he ended up he was announcing he was playing for the Tampa Bay Bucks on the 17th of March, which was the next day, and this was also the 77th day of the year. Think 9/11, Flight 77, like the intro I read at the beginning. This was also 188 days after the anniversary of 9/11 of 2019, or 26 weeks and 6 days, like the 266th Pope. I mean, that's just crazy to me, man. It's 188 days after 9/11, or the anniversary of 9/11, that he goes to the Bucks. Just crazy. You'll understand why that's important later. So just remember that Tom Brady's birthday was 188 days from 9/11, from the date of 9/11, and then 188 days from that date is the date that he signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 188, and remember, greatest of all time. Hold on, let's see if I can. Nope, gotta type it again. Yeah, the Jesuit order equals 201. And this was 20 months and 1 day from Kobe's death. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm all the way up here. It was 20 weeks, 1 day from Super Bowl 56, like 201. He got this loss 54 days after his 2021 birthday, which was 44 weeks and 4 days from his 2022 birthday. And the word Jesus equals 444 in English Sumerian. And also, I think Tom Brady is going to be crucified in the Super Bowl, like Jesus, 74, or Jesus equals 74 and 11. Here, let me show you. English Sumerian. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Jesus equals 74 and 44. And the reason I think Mahomes is going to do it, right there. But this date had 56 date numerology, so I'll go ahead and go to that 9/26/2021. And we have 56 date numerology, 9 plus 26 plus 21. Not to mention 22 for 2022. And this was 6 months, 2 weeks, 1 day from the anniversary of the pandemic, like 126. And also 199 days, like Tom Brady was 199th pick of the draft. This loss was also 20 months and 1 day from Kobe's death. The anniversary of Kobe's death, 2022 death, to the loss of the stadium hosting Super Bowl 56 was 4 months, 1 week, like 41 days. Kobe died at 41 in LA. And also 17 weeks, 4 days, like the Jesuit motto, Jesus hominum salvator. And if you don't believe me, Jesuit. Jesus hominum salvator. And look, you see right here, it equals 266. And then Damn, I can't remember what this dude's name. Exactly, 2022. January 9th, 2022. And I'm going to keep this short because I am getting lazy. I really am. I was just writing that earlier, but now I really am. He died 6 months, 2 weeks, 1 day from Brady's 2022 birthday for another 126. He died 8 months, 3 days after his own birthday. We know whose birthday is 8/3. Saget's birthday and Brady's are 41 weeks apart, and on that same day that he died, Brady and the Bucks scored 41 points to beat the the Carolina Panthers in the last game of the season. And this next sacrifice was a confirmation for me. On January 12th, 2022, I was already waiting for this date because I follow Brady on Facebook and I see like he got this new brand coming out. Last year we had the clue about the 73 on his hat and that he was going to become 73 in rings. So we were right on top of that. And this happened to be 666 days. Like this date happened to be 666 days from the date that he signed with Tampa Bay Buccaneers was the date that he was releasing his brand, which equals 44. And I thought that was pretty interesting. But this was also 4 weeks and 4 days from Super Bowl 56 and 163 days from Brady's birthday, which is the 38th prime. And this was also 126 days from the start of the NFL season on 9/9, which is also 4 months and 4 days. For icing on the cake, we had another sacrifice for Brady today, and he's a catcher for the Tampa Bay Rays, Ramirez. His birthday is what's really interesting about this is that Tom Brady was drafted into the MLB as a catcher by the Montreal Expos, which equal 177. Like Tom Brady died on, or I'm sorry, like Kobe Bryant died on Tom Brady's 177th day of his age. But Gene Ramirez also equals 177, so that's what makes it interesting. Like the Montreal Expos equals 177. Have that in. Odds calculator. So basically, that's 15 times your money. So $100 would have won you. Shit, I want to say fucking 1,500. Yeah, $100 times 15. So yeah, 2 ones. Yeah, so you would have won $1,500 off of $100 off of that one decode. So just off of that right there, man, that's the type of shit that I do. If you took the time to watch this whole video and you got this, you'll know that this is what I do. I do shit like this. Even when my kids are sick, gotta make sure the chat eats. You know what I'm saying? But also, some other things I did this year. I don't want to be the one who cried FS poo, but check out Miami head-to-head versus FSU on mcube.net. All in FSU's favor. On Sports Reference has Miami in the driver's seat with a possible FSU win. The FSU coach can get his 45th career win on 45-date numerology. From earlier, I posted in another server. FSU was up 7-0 and just got an interception. FSU had a 7-play, 78-yard play touchdown drive, and they were going for Norvell's 7th win to stay on 12 losses. And 78 is a 12th triangular number. So right there, man, that's how you know when you're winning because literally these games are so scripted that how many plays and their touchdown drives will show you the script. Man, FSU Miami is the most double-coded game. The last time FSU won versus Miami was 266 weeks on the nose. So like right there, that was another reason that I knew that FSU was gonna upset 266 weeks. Like they're not gonna fade that. And this was Bronco Mendenhall. I want to say this was whenever I picked Virginia to beat the Miami Hurricanes. Bronco Mendenhall was 144 days from his birthday. Um, they were picking up their 8th win in the 19th meeting between the two teams. Virginia got the 8th win. And their last meeting, Miami won with 19 points as well. Manny could also get his 17th win on 17 date numerology, but that did not happen as it's the coach's 209th game coaching all time. Virginia is 2-8 head to head versus Miami all time, and it's Manny Diaz's 29th game. This game is tough, but after checking both coaches' B-Day numerology, I'm leaning Virginia. Plus the last meeting score 19-14. 19-14 equals 33, and the coach for Virginia can get his 33rd win with Virginia. Virginia equals 109, like 29th prime, and 29th game for Miami's coach. Also, Miami can get the 8th all-time loss, like 109 it equals 19, or 109 is like when you drop to 0, it's 19, and 19 is the 8th prime. Virginia Cavaliers also equals 109. Miami Hurricanes equals 80 in full reduction. Hurricanes equals 53, and 53 is the 16th prime, and you can keep Manny on 16 wins. He just picked up last week. He just picked up his 16th win last week, so he could stay this week. You see what I'm saying? Like, he don't gotta get that 17 this week. And Virginia has a lot of 17, or has a. Oh well, yeah. So Virginia does have 17 connections. So like, there was reason for him to pick it up, but they did not. But Virginia coach can stay on 34 losses. equals 34, but UVA equals 8-19. So that just made that 8-19 stronger than me. And then not to mention it's 80 date numerology. So I took Virginia there, and Virginia won. And it was Virginia coach's 67th game, which is his 19th prime. And basically, yeah, fuck Miami. And then not to mention there's probably going to be a lot of celebrity deaths on that numerology because there's 44 and 17 date numerology. And then FSU coach can get his 15th game with FSU on 15 date numerology. He could pick up his 5th win. They become 2-4 with an upset today, or this is the day they played North Carolina. And they've had NC's number even when trash, like whenever FSU is trash. They upset them last year. He can also get his 43rd all-time win on the date 10-9, like 109 to 29th prime. Football equals 43 and 29. Example, Alabama game versus the Gators, where Alabama and the Gators, it was their 43rd meeting, and Alabama got their 29th win. Like football equals 43 and 29. It was the 21st meeting between the two teams, and FSU can get its 8th home win in the series for the 21-8 number relationship, where 21 is the 8th Fibonacci number. Maybe they cover, if not get it done, and they did. They beat Miami pretty good. But or I'm sorry, North Carolina. Only thing I found convincing me for North Carolina to win was Mac Brown getting his 88th win, and that didn't happen. So, but I went with FSU. FSU equals 17, and they can get the 17th win in the series on 24 date numerology to become 2-4, and that's what happened. And then on this day, it was 276 days away from Coach Mark Schmidt's birthday, and he can pick up his 276th loss. 66 date numerology can start out 1-1 on the season. 266 days from Canisius coach, and he can pick up his 74th win with the team, and keeping St. Bon on 74 head to head. But yeah, I like all that. I'm pretty good with all this. All the college sports, I'm pretty good at it. Leonard Hamilton, I called the Gators to upset them. Leonard Hamilton, coach of FSU's team. B-Day is 3 months, 1 week, 4 days until his 8-4 birthday. He can get his 229th loss. The pie was, you know what I'm saying? He got his 229th loss, 229, he was 50th prime, circle equals 50, and it was 3 months, 1 week, and 4 days from his birthday. And he got that loss. And the Gators upset. The rivalry. Good payout. And then and it was also 263 days from his next birthday. So it's a gimme right there. And pretty much thank you Don't bet more than you can afford, because I could be wrong. But join my Patreon if you enjoyed what you've just seen. If you're basically agree with me, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know how I did, and let me know how you think I can improve. I mean, I know this is my first time, so I'm gonna get better for sure. And I'm gonna be back with another video for damn sure. And if you join my Patreon, be ready to win some money. You doing my regular tier, just $5 tier. You'll be getting, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be making money for damn sure. Making some, you basically get a few picks a week, so you can make profit throughout the month. The more people that join, the more time I'll have, and probably the more picks the $5 tier gets. But the bulk of everything is going to be in the higher tiers, in the second tier and third tier. And my first post will be this video once I'm done with it. Uh, uh, there we go. My fault. It's very hard to use this thing. There we go. So we got you got the $5 tier. Basically, you get a few picks a week. Depends on how the numbers fall. Um, and any other knowledge that I, you know what I'm saying, get any other little thing about what's going on in the world, stuff like that. $10 a month, you'll get my best plays. More than likely, the stuff that I'm playing, definitely gonna be learning, or you'll learn a little bit, but you're gonna learn at your own accord. With the $15 a month, you'll get the Discord, and basically, this is gonna be the best one for your value. Because me personally, I don't like to lose, so that's just where it's gonna be at. That's where I'm gonna be able to give the most advice. That's where I'm gonna be able to learn with. Or that's where I'm gonna be able to teach most of y'all what I know, and where we're gonna be able to learn together. Because my goal is to get all y'all up to my speed. So basically, that is all it. Whenever you do have a chance to go to the document, the link to the Patreon will be down here, and then my YouTube link will be down here. And please like and subscribe to the video if you made it this far. Thank you. And my Patreon, I'm sorry. You go to patreon.com/opening eyes. I spelled it wrong. And then there you go. That's how you'll find me. This has been Opening Eyes YouTube.